Morning, guys. So this is Thursday, one more day this week. I just want to kind of go over what you will see in your lesson today and just review a little bit about cube roots. So if you remember from yesterday when I did all of this, I kept it, remember a cube root is 3 times 3 times 3 versus a square root, and maybe I should have talked about that a little bit more yesterday. A square root is just a number times itself. So 4 times 4 or 3 times 3. So these are square roots. Square, remember, two sides, two-dimensional. Cube root, we're talking about a cube. It's a different figure than a square. So we added a dimension, so then that's 3 times 3 times 3. So just try to remember that. Today, the first thing you're going to do is I want you to do the Quizlet because there's flashcards on there, so that'll help you practice your cube roots. So do that first, and then go on to, I made a Google Doc that's called a level up activity. So start at level 1, complete all those problems, put your answers in the last column. You'll see it, you'll figure it out, you're smart people. And then just keep moving through your levels from there. So there's a couple things on there that you probably haven't seen yet. The first one would be how to solve an equation with cube roots or square roots. So let's start real easy. Let's say we just have the square root of 25 plus 3 cubed, okay? So order of operations, remember that, it's GEMDAS or PEMDAS or however you want to say it. Some people say BEMDAS, I don't even know. So your grouping symbol here is your square root. So you're going to want to work your square root first. Well, the square root of 25 is 5. And we're going to add that to then the next one is exponent. So we could do our exponent. Well, 3 cubed, we know, is 27. So 5 plus 27 is 32. Okay? It doesn't look any different for a cube root. I'm going to see if I can move this in a little closer without completely looking down. So a cube root doesn't really look any different. So we could say the cube root of 125 minus 2 cubed. And then it won't always be this. It might just be a regular number. I'm just trying to get everything in one at one time. So again, we want to do the grouping symbol first. So we want to do our cube root first. The cube root of 125 is 5. Okay, then we want to do our exponent. So 2 cubed is 8. So 5 minus 8. So we're taking 5 positives minus 8. So we would end up with less, so we would have a negative 3. Okay, so that's how you'll see a couple of those today. And then again tomorrow, this comes into play again on an activity I have you doing tomorrow. The other thing that I want to make sure we clarify before you get started on your lesson today, if you have a negative on the outside of your square root or your cube root, you're going to work that in the same, almost in the order of operations kind of mentality. So work your square root or your cube root first. So we know the square root of 64 equals 8. And then we distribute this negative sign to that 8. Okay? So make sure you're taking this with it. Now, the thing I want to say is the negative sign, at least for now at your guys' age, the negative sign has to be on the outside of your radical. If it looks like that, if it looks like this, whoops, you can't do this yet. You will. When you're a senior in high school, you will get into imaginary numbers and you'll talk about this. But for right now, if the negative sign is on the inside of your radical, then you just put no solution. Okay, that's what I want you to do. If you would see that, I don't think that you're going to see that, honestly. But if you would, I just want you to know the difference. So if the negative sign is on the outside of your cube root, or your square root, then the negative sign goes with it. I think this is negative 11. I think that's 11. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I saw it yesterday and I don't remember. So these really are the two things that are new today that you might not have seen before. You can play this video more than once if you are having a hard time remembering it. Otherwise, I think on the last problem you're doing some substitution, but that's old hat for you guys. You know how to do that kind of stuff. So feel free to email me. Google Chat, I can't tell you enough, is the fastest way to get a hold of me because I don't check my email or have my email open all the time. So if you really need to talk to me right now and you're working on your assignment, go to Google Meet or Google Chat and message me there because I have that on my phone and on my phone will alert me. So do your best you can on this. I've been really proud of the effort that you guys have put forth this week. We've had almost half of our class show up both days this week so far, so that's really, really awesome. What else was I going to take? Oh, tomorrow is Food Friday, so I'm going to try to do some sort of a food experiment for you tomorrow, so make sure you turn in for that. I will just put that in the stream so you guys can watch that. And if you want to try the challenge problem, tomorrow's your last day to try that, and then I will post the answer for that on Monday and give you a new one. So I hope that answers some questions. Again, message me if you have any questions on your math today. I'd love to help you. I'm a little bit bored, so take care, you guys. And it's supposed to be snowy and gross today, so stay inside and do your math.